So what do you guys think of collector's editions?
They're enticing.
Yes.
Enticing.
When they're not false advertising.
Now, we just actually looked at an image from the Marvel vs. Capcom the Infinity Stone Collector's Edition.
Yes, which I was excited for.
Very excited.
And I'm glad I did not get swindled. Go ahead, John.
Now, this is actually, I would say, it's kind of on border false advertising.
Not border. You're right in there.
Like right in there, right?
You're in the outfield.
So if you guys seen the image or haven't seen the image, it's basically think of
We'll do it this time.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do it. So it's right there. Anyway, think of
And it's not Easter.
the promotion, right? You see the gems; they look actually like the Infinity Stones. But Jonah, what do you actually get? What does it actually look like?
It was like Easter eggs.
They're Easter eggs.
Shiny Easter eggs.
They look just like they're barely shiny. They look just like the little the plastic Easter eggs that you would hide something in.
Colored Cadbury eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can't even remove them
Without
from
the chocolatey goodness inside.
It's backlit. They're stuck in the box. The box lights up and then it just glows, but like barely. But it's not translucent. It's just like plasticky.
But that's not the only thing that's wrong with it, right? You said the Spider-Man was like really old.
No, yeah, the character models inside the game they fixed Chun-Li kind of
In the game or the statues?
in the game, not the statues.
Okay.
The statues they're not great quality because it's video collector's
That's what
edition,
I was
They
really
probably
upset
can't
with,
stand
too.
up.
but they're not bad for a video games collector's edition.
Okay.
From what I'm hearing, but the in-game models look a little off. Like
I think
I saw a
that's
screenshot of Spider-Man talking to like Frank something from Capcom game.
Frank Castle.
No, Frank's whatever. He's like a reporter. You know him, Capcom reporter Frank.
From Dead Rising?
Yes, yeah, well him, that guy. He was talking to him, and he has like his huge body, no neck, very small head, very off.
See, going back to the other fighting game, Dragon
Ball Fighter Z?
Yeah, Dragon
How
Ball
can you
Fighter.
forget this?
Did you really just forget that?
I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z Fighter, but anyway, yeah, my mind was skipped on that. But my mind was on the art style. Now, I remember back when Marvel vs. Capcom first came out, and you had Marvel superheroes as well with the arcade, and they were actually like the 2D characters,
they're like
and
the
they're
character,
drawn.
like
They're
the
drawn.
comic kind of.
Yeah, they come right out of the comic basically. Ever since Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where they actually made it the 2D or the 3D characters and stuff like
character
that,
models themselves.
it looked terrible to me. And the only people that looked right were from Resident Evil, because obviously that's the way they
They're
looked.
more human.
More
yeah.
human, yeah. But you look at Mega Man.
Yeah.
He looks pretty stupid. Then you had Chun-Li had an issue, but they sort of kind of fixed it, but she still looks off.
Yeah.
And now Spider-Man. They got to go back to 2D. Like, to me, I think that's what they... If you're going to do a comic fighting, even though they're trying to cash off of the whole Marvel universe, you know what I mean, the movies, so they're trying to make them 3D.
Yeah, and I'm also kind of curious, like, looking at... Because, like, Mortal Kombat and Injustice, very realistic character models, and their 3D character models... I don't know if that's also where they're trying to go, where they're trying to get a little bit more gritty.
With Mortal Kombat and Injustice, they were both like the same kind of art style, all like together.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, if you think about it, Mortal Kombat started out with real life people.
Yeah.
Being
doing
animated.
motion capture.
Yeah, doing
Yeah.
motion capture. So that was always like for them to become slow 3D.
Yeah.
It kind of fit.
But
yeah, you're right.
With Infinite, it's just these ultra stylized different franchises meeting together, and they're standing next to each other, and it's just not working.
Yeah.
It's like, is it like harder to do 2D than 3D? Or
I don't
something?
know.
'Cause
I would think it'd be easier. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. It'd probably be more hand drawn ish. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
assume you have to hand draw something for.
The original character
I mean,
models.
the whole idea. You start from paper and then move up. So someone's drawing something somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Keep it 2D.
And I don't know if a lot of it had to do, too, with they had to be able to alter that model in order to do the cutscenes as well. Because it's the first time they're doing cutscenes within Marvel vs. Capcom, so that's a whole nother situation. Overall, the reviews are like 7s, high 7s, so good.
Yeah.
For what it is.
It's not a bad game. They know how to make fighting games, Capcom does.
Yeah.
It's just uninspired, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, going back to the whole idea of this collector's edition.
Yeah.
There's been other collector's editions that
like the God of War Ascension Collector's Edition, which said statue, but in actuality it was an action figure on a hollow rock. And I've talked about this before. So don't fall for it.
An action figure on a hollow.
It was literally like a plastic or like rubber plastic Kratos, and his arms, like he had a pop on the bottom of his arms to the statue, and then placed his little foot in the little peg holes of this hollowed rock. And there was an $80 collector's edition, and they said statue.
Now, did you have the Gears of War collector's edition with the chain gun, the chainsaw gun?
No, I've always wanted one, but I never got that.
Yeah, but I mean that looked cool. Like that's something that's probably pretty
that's
awesome.
a replica. You know, I mean that's like a replica like toy.
Yeah.
But from like a statue perspective, like statues could be like hit or miss.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Well, for video games, collector's editions, they usually miss.
Yeah.
You know, so if you ever see something like Assassin's Creed giving you a statue, don't get it.
Like the Witcher 3 statue, which I have, that is like a statue. Like that is a honking statue, very detailed. I'm pretty sure it sells like secondhand for like close to $300 right now.
Oh.
Because it's pretty.
How much was that collector's edition?
I didn't pay for it. That was one of the gifts I got when I was a GameStop manager.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perks.
Yeah. But that was a statue, and I think I don't remember what the collector's edition cost was for that. I know it was up there. It was at least $150, probably more. But you got what you paid for or something like that. Mm-hmm. But like, how much was this collector's edition?
$200.
$200, and you're looking at the
Easter egg
Infinity Stones, and like I'm assuming they're probably pretty cheap. Cheap statues too.
Yeah. Well, they're not like from what I'm hearing. They're not.
They're not action figures.
No, they're figures. They're
okay.
not action figures. They're not the worst thing. They're like what you would expect from a video game collector's edition. The biggest disappointment was the stones.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
But so yeah, the stones just.
But like for $200, everything in that collector's edition is just disappointment.
I almost wish they would spend more money on something like the Infinity Stones and make that the edition and just like cut the statues or cut it down to one.
Yeah.
And spend a little bit more money on making the Infinity Stones like awesome.
Right.
Well.
Yeah. Easter egg.
$200.
That's what I'm saying.
You better give me something.
Yeah, I mean, without the I think what really got me interested, it was the statues back then, because they had really, I think they had like 3D models or something rather than the actual figures back then. It looked really nice.
Yeah. It should have came with like an authentic Ryogi or like.
You can get a buy one of those cheap from like the Halloween store or something.
That's true. Now, it should just give you.
There will be paper thin material, but you'll get the whole cut foo-foo.
A 3-foot statue of Voltron.
Broken sled. Yeah. The machine made ripped sleeves of Ryu.
$200 gets you a guy that teaches you the Hadouken.
Training.
I'd pay $200 to learn the Hadouken. Could do some
the master of what is his style? Ansatsuken?
Hadouken.
No, that's his attack.
Hado.
It's not mastering Hado.
It's Hado.
Well, no, I think there's probably he's probably right with there's probably an actual name from like Japanese.
But then it's called the Dark Hado.
No,
but in Street Fighter 2V, he was mastering what was called Hado.
Right. Okay.
See,
but remember the one?
That's where I get my knowledge.
Remember the one Street Fighter fan film?
The only series that matters.
Remember the one Street Fighter fan film, Assassin's Fist?
Yes.
That's Ansatsuken.
No, it's all
lies. That's a chance. Okay.
Mistranslation, Jonah.
I did see that though. It was really good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So don't fall for this because it's crap.
Well, it's like, how do you know though? Like you're seeing images.
Yeah. No,
like I don't know if they showed it at like any of the like E3 or other conferences. Like, I'm assuming a lot of people were actually really surprised by this.
Yeah, yeah. I think the picture that went viral of the eggs.
Yeah.
Was like a competitive fighter, like not an actual fighter, but like an esports fighter.
He plays competitively.
And he got the
he's not a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
He just plays a video game where he fights people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he got
it's different. It keeps the violence in your screen and off the streets.
Yeah, he showed us the picture.
Okay, Scruff McGruff.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what his tagline was now.
Yeah, I don't remember. Now you got me thinking about it too.
Just want to think
Continue,
of
Jonah.
Smokey the Bear.
No, it's just...
Only you can prevent street fights.
Isn't it like only you can take a bite out of crime or take a bite out of crime? I'm scrubbing.
Okay, are we done? Are we done?
Jonah, we had to go down that road. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's understandable. It's so he showed us the eggs and he was upset. I think he compared it to the promotional picture, and it's very, very distinct difference.
Yeah,
yeah. It actually looked like gems in the picture, like just
clear.
Yeah.
It looks actually like the Infinity Stones, if not a secondhand Infinity Stone. But these are just plain old
And did they ever actually tell us that we couldn't take it out of the box?
You can't take it out of the box.
They're stuck in the box. The box is a backlit. You light it up.
It's a plastic piece of crap.
Yeah.
I feel so
for
bad
$200
for everybody. I was really excited about that. Like, there was a video where I was excited about it. What? Can't even take it out of the box.
Can't even take it out of the box.
That's insane.
That's terrible.
I mean, like, I don't know what you would do with it.
I would put it on my replica of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And go around town.
You could do that.
And point at people.
They're probably going to have a separate Infinity Stone replica that probably looks
and every time in the morning you walk by
they'll do an Infinity Gauntlet and it'll be like, oh, real live Infinity Gauntlet. And then it's just going to be a freaking hollowed out, like, flat bottom that you can't put your hand in.
And every time your wife asks you to do something, you just go to your gauntlet and be like, I'm doing it myself.
That works on so many levels.
So, but what do you guys think of this? Have you been burned in the past with expensive collectors? I was gonna say.
Oh, another really good one, like the Halo helmet from Halo 3. I think it was.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really a helmet; it was just like a little slot that you put it on a stand. Yeah, a lot of people were surprised about that too.
I was surprised how fast that.
Yeah, you're not being able to wear that.
Down in price.
The helmet.
It looked like you can wear the helmet and everything.
Well, yeah, I mean when you
had that, no?
No,
you didn't have that.
No,
I remember seeing it in stores.
I've seen it up close. But like it's like one of those things like where again you probably thought a lot of people probably thought, oh, I could put the Master Chief helmet on. No.
Well, it's kind of like when Halo 3 came out. I mean, great, the graphics were a huge step up from Halo 2, but the first time we even got a glimpse of Halo 3 was when they did that CG trailer, and we thought that's what it was going to look like.
Yep.
And it did. But no, that's a good example. So, but guys, what do you think? Did you guys, like I said, did you guys get burned on a collector's edition? Did
Watch Dogs?
What is the Watch Dogs one?
No, there was a statue of Aiden Pierce, and I hate him. That game was awful.
So wait.
I got it.
Wait. So your problem wasn't the fact. The statue.
It was a pretty solid statue.
It was a guy.
So it had nothing to do with the statue.
No,
the
game sucked.
It was what the statue.
I hated it. He was so bland.
That literally adds no credence to what we're talking about.
I'm mad about it. That's what I'm mad about.
The greatest statue in the world.
Leave your anger in the comments section.
I can't. If you talk about video game collector's editions that make me upset, it's Watch Dogs. That's what we're talking about.
So your poor choice is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't go back and change it, so I have to talk about it.
Do your research.
Continue.
Do you feel better?
No. I still have the statue.
Throw it out.
No, I have to sell it. I can't. I have to pay some money.
How much is it worth?
Nobody's gonna buy it.
How much you buy it for?
$79.
You losing money.
You gotta stay away from those $80 collector's editions. I'm telling you.
So I don't get them. Big, bulky, waste of space.
They sold me a game and then lied. There was remember Watch Dogs?
In all the ways.
Yes.
You could hack everything with somehow, and now we couldn't.
I remember.
Just talk us off.
Try to take us out of here for the third time, John.
Well, guys.
But actually, no, I'm just kidding.
Leave us comments down below if you've ever been burned before in a collector's edition at all. You know, last chance, guys. No? Okay, guys. Let us know down in the comments.